Hey everyone, it's Patrick Langham's Cross Country Mortgage. It's part two of my three-part series on making sure you're ready to refinance. This one is super important right now because everyone who's buying a home right now may have an opportunity to refinance in the next year or two. There's lots of lenders out there, realtors out there saying, hey, marry the home, date the rate, meaning buy the home now because there's not a ton of competition and you can negotiate and then refinance later. The thing that we forget to mention is on a refinance, you still have to qualify. So this series is all about making sure you qualify for the best refinance possible. And most importantly, make sure you're able to refinance and qualify for a refinance when rates drop. Last week, we talked about making sure your credit score stayed high or as high as possible to get the best deal possible and make sure you still qualify. This week, we're going to talk about making sure you maximize the equity in your home. So a lot of times when we do a refinance, we have to do an appraisal. Make sure you have enough equity in the home to complete the refinance. Now, this is a tough one because out of all the things you need to do to make sure you can refinance, you can't control the market. Making sure you have enough equity may be the toughest one, but I'm going to give you a few tips to make sure that you're doing everything you can to have enough equity to refinance. So the first tip is do not get a second mortgage. A second mortgage could be a home equity line of credit or a HELOC or a fixed rate second mortgage. People get these usually to do home improvements or to consolidate debt or to pull the equity out of their home for some purpose. Use that cash for some purpose. The problem with that is it literally eats away at your equity right away. So if you can, avoid getting a home equity line of credit or a second mortgage to make sure you have the best chance of refinancing possible. If you feel like you absolutely must get one for one purpose or another, give me a ring and we can talk about it. The other thing is maintain your home. When we do a refinance, we will send the appraiser out. They will walk through your home. Maintain the home. Keep it presentable, basically. You don't need to go crazy with a ton of upgrades, but if you just keep it presentable, maybe a little landscaping, maybe a little paint, maybe some baseboards, that kind of stuff goes a long way. It's relatively affordable and it can be done quick. The last thing I will tell you, making sure you're ready to refinance, try to avoid large remodels. So big, massive remodels can take a long time, especially right now. If you're in the middle of refinancing and we have to send an appraiser out and you're in the middle of a remodel, we may not be able to close until that remodel is complete. So that wraps that up. Check out my video from last week if you want to know about credit. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.